Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Michael Mantell, and I'm delighted to be able to be here with you with a very quick microburst session on burning out the burnout. I think it was Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, who said that the path to wisdom is to find one nugget, one idea, one thought in every day that really helps you optimize the way you live. And so, in the next 10 minutes or so, I want you to find a nugget or two that can help you focus on how to burn out the burnout. So let's first of all talk about what burnout is. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. And it's caused by excessive stress. It occurs when you feel overwhelmed, emotionally drained, you're unable to meet the constant demands of work and personal life and family life and so forth. And as this stress continues, you begin to lose interest and motivation that led you to take on the role of being an angel or doing whatever you do in your other life, your family life, your work life. The constant uncertainty and stress of this pandemic that we face, whatever the term of the variant is that we're dealing with, limits our existing stress coping mechanisms. Burnout reduces our productivity and saps our energy. It leaves us feeling increasingly helpless and hopeless and cynical and resentful and even worthless. Hopeless, worthless, and helpless is called the cognitive triad of depression. Eventually, you feel like you have nothing more to give. The negative effects of burnout spill over into every area of your life. You don't just feel burnout here, but not there. It's your home, your work, your social life, and it can cause long-ranging, long-standing changes to your physical health as well. You may be on the road to burnout if every day feels like a bad day and you care about your work or home life seems, when you caring, I should say, about your home or work life seems like a total waste of energy. You're exhausted all the time. The majority of your day is spent on tasks you find mind-numbingly dull or completely overwhelming, and you feel like nothing you do can make a difference. That's burnout. Now, let me quickly distinguish between stress and burnout. Stress is over-engagement. Everything is an overreaction. It's urgent, you're hyperactive, you have a loss of energy, and that leads to anxiety. Primary damage is physical. And obviously, when you have physical damage over a long period of time, that leads to illness and worse. Burnout is noticeable disengagement. In other words, your emotions are blunted. You feel helpless and hopeless. As I said, you have a loss of your ideals. Hope is diminished. It leads to detachment and depression. The primary damage of burnout is emotional. It may make life seem like it's just not worth living. So we have physical signs, we have emotional signs, and we have behavioral signs. The physical signs, let's start with. You feel tired and drained, headaches, muscle pain, change in your appetite or sleep, lowers your immunity, not so good at this time of the pandemic, and frequent illness. Emotional signs of burnout include feeling a failure. I'm just not able to impact anybody, and self-doubt. You feel helpless, trapped, defeated, detached. You start to feel alone, like what you do doesn't really matter. And that increasing cynicism and negative outlook leads to decreased satisfaction and a lowered sense of accomplishment. And then you have behavioral signs: withdrawal from responsibilities, isolating yourself from other people, procrastinating, taking longer to get things done. And some people use food or drugs or alcohol to cope. Now, there's 5 stages that lead to the burnout progression. Number 1, a period of enthusiasm at this honeymoon phase. I'm so committed to the work I do at the Kindness Initiative or wherever you bring yourself. But this inevitably may lead to added stress and you get worn out. Without coping strategies, Burnout then leads to a sense of stagnation followed by stress. Some days may begin to feel more difficult than others. Work becomes all consuming and your boundaries become too porous, and you have an erosion of social and family relationships that just begin to feel like they're attacking you. And then chronic stress morphs into frustration, apathy follows, and finally, the physical, emotional, and mental symptoms that I just described. Now, how do you deal with it? Let's talk about that real quickly. Remember what Seneca said, find a nugget. So there are 3 R's in dealing with burnout. Recognize, watch for the warning signs that we just described. Reverse, undo the damage by getting support and managing, or better, pre-managing your stress. And then resilience. Build your resilience to stress by taking care of your physical and emotional well-being, your health particularly. How? Well, you turn to other people. Social contact is nature's antidote to stress, and talking face-to-face or on Zoom with a good listener, a good mental coach, is one of the fastest ways to calm your nervous system. Reframe the way you look at things. Is it as awful as you really are thinking it is? Reevaluate your priorities. Burnout is an undeniable sign that something important in your life isn't working. You have to be authentic. If you don't love what you do, what are you doing it for? Learn to love it. Take time to think about your hopes, your goals, your dreams. Are you neglecting something that really is important to you, that maybe you're afraid to tell the world is important to you? This can be an opportunity to rediscover what really makes you happy and to slow down and give yourself time to rest, reflect, and heal. I believe that making exercise and your nourishment, your food priorities are critically important. Aim to find a way to move, exercise for 30 minutes a day, or break it up into 10-minute bursts of activity. And then add what is called PERMA, P-E-R-M-A, PERMA to your life, developed by my old professor, Marty Seligman, University of Pennsylvania. He says P stands for positive emotions. E, engage in something you love. R, find enjoyable relationships. M, find meaning in what you do. And A, A is take pride in your accomplishments. Positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and your sense of accomplishment. That's PERMA. And that'll help you control your negative thinking. It'll help you stop and breathe in a controlled way. It'll help you rewrite the story you have about the situation you find yourself in. The Jewish way to deal with adversity is to ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Not, why is this happening to me? This is terrible, awful, and horrible. I'll give you a quick example of what you can do for a mood monitoring exercise. Get a piece of paper and pencil. I'm old-fashioned. You can do it on your phone. And allot yourself exactly 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes. During all that 2 minutes, make 3 columns. On the first, write down the stressful or upsetting event, whatever it may be. Number 2, in the second column, write down the feelings you experience in single words. I'm prepared, I'm anxious, I'm angry, I'm nervous, whatever it might be. Single words. And then rate them between 1 and 100. 100 is being completely overwhelming. In the third column, spend the rest of the 2 minutes you've got writing every thought that's going through your head, related or not. Okay? Number 1, in the first column, what is a stressful or upsetting event? 2, the words you have in single words. 3, whatever thoughts that are coming in the remaining 2 minutes. Then take that paper, fold it in half. Don't look at it again for 24 hours. Then look at it again the next day. I guarantee you that you're going to see a lot of distorted, inaccurate, black and white, catastrophic thinking. Underline those and then challenge those thoughts. The idea is to recognize the themes that come up over and over and over in your mind that wear you down. Your physical energy account, your emotional energy account and your spiritual energy account need to be fulfilled. Make your energy deposits by taking care of your physical body with rest and exercise and nutrition. Think well, to eat well, to move well, to sleep well, to love well, to live well. Make your energy deposits in your emotional account by maintaining healthy relationships with others. And your spiritual account, well, whether it means going to a synagogue and praying or simply reminding yourself of what promoted your desire to become an angel. What's your purpose in life? Lastly, I'll finish up with this. DIE. Die, demand, insist, and expect. When we demand, when we insist, and we expect, we set that life be different, that we be different, that other people treat us differently, that situations occur differently. When we demand, insist, and expect, we're setting ourselves up for stress, and that leads to burnout. Well, I hope you got some nugget, idea, thought to help you on your path to burning out the burnout. I wish you a happy Hanukkah for the rest of the Hanukkah holiday, and I look forward to seeing you again in the new 2022. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.